All right. So let's continue with the today's session. Yesterday we started the basics for lead code. Okay. We'll have a quick revision and then we'll continue. All right. So this master lead code in 10 days is going to be a duration of 10 days. Course duration is for 10 days workshop here. Class timing will be every day 2 to 4. You don't have to pay any single paisa for it. The course is completely free of cost. To start the lead code, what are the languages required? Simple. You must be aware of English first of all. 90% work done there only. Next, you should have knowledge on any basic programming language. Programming language can be Java, C, C++, Python, C Sharp, Go, any language, any programming language you should be aware of. The mode of the class will be only online. There will be no offline sessions. Recordings will be available. Daily class videos are getting uploaded in YouTube. You can check the YouTube also. Notes and all are going to be shared in the WhatsApp group. So please join the WhatsApp group and don't forget to subscribe to the channel, right? So that whatever notifications will be there, it will be notified on your screen once you subscribe to it. And you'll also get the further workshops, whatever will be conducted by Naresh IT. There will be lots of workshops. Yeah, it will be available. You'll get the videos. Now, why we start lead code? Which problems should I solve? How many problems required to be solved? Which language should be chosen? How do I approach a new problem? How much time shall be taken? Do we really need to take any kind of premium subscription? All these things we discussed yesterday. To start the lead code, you just have to first grab the basic. Let me tell again, lead code doesn't require any specific language. That if you know this language, then only you can start lead code. It's not like that. It is having data problems based on data structures. Lead code questions are designed in such a way that the MNCs are following it. Lot of big giant tech companies are following the question patterns from lead code. That is why we are practicing lead code here. Okay. Now, lead code is not about the syntaxes. It's all about using the data structure like sorting, or you can have linked list, queue, tree, graph, stack, all those things. But to understand these processes and all, you need to have basic knowledge on variables, data types, loop, conditional statements, arrays, string, methods, input output operations, and the libraries. And you should have knowledge on the data structure, string, stack, list, queue, binary tree, hash tables. All these things will be covered for you. Apart from that, some algorithms for sorting, bubble sort, selection sort, whatever kind of sorting we have, those sorting techniques we'll study. We'll also cover the searching technique. We'll also cover the most important one, that is recursion. Okay. As a beginner, you must start with the concept of variables, data types, and then some control flow statement. Yesterday, we started variables, data types. If you don't know anything about data structure, don't get stressed out. I'm here to explain. I'll explain everything like complexity, big annotation, all those things I'll explain. Okay. Complexity, what are the different types under them? Everything will be discussed. But for that, you need to have little bit patience because we have more number of people who don't know anything about this programming, right? Voice is keeping on breaking. Okay, let me check the internet connection. Give me a second. Let me just connect to the wireless. Is it audible? Guys, please respond. Okay. The voice is not low here. Everything is fine. Okay then. All right. So we started with the complete basic for programming and the lead code problems, whatever I'm going to solve for you, those problems I'll solve by using Java language because I'll solve the lead code problems using Java. So do I need to cover up all the 1500 to 3000 lead code problems? No. Most important problems, whatever are there, will cover up all those questions. And I'll also let you know that how do we approach the problem, what basics should be there, how to visualize to solve the problems. All these things I'll cover. Voice is not clear. Is it clear now? Yeah. People for whom the voice is not clear, please check your internet connection. All right. Let's see, fatapat. Yesterday we started with the topic of data. We got to know that data can be any information that we use in our program. And in lead code, whatever logic has to be designed, those all logic will be designed for use data. Now, in general, in programming, we are dealing with only 2 to 3 data or maybe 10 data. But in lead code, when it is coming for lead code, in real time world, only 2 to 3 data is not there. There will be lakhs and lakhs, millions of data will be there, which has to be handled properly. So what kind of code should be designed, how to handle all those data? For that only, this lead code will help you to practice. Okay. Now, the data can be of different types. We are having 5 different type of data: integer, real, character, string. One more I want to add today. Wait, one more is there already, boolean. One more I want to add over here, that is null literal. If you are taking object, if you're taking an object, the object will be referred by a reference variable. Yesterday we saw reference variable. That object will be referred by a reference variable. So in the reference variable, you can store null also. And this null is going to create problems in future. What kind of problem? There will be some exceptions, null pointer exception. How to deal with that? That also I'll explain. Okay. Now to store the data, we require variables. To store data, we require variables. So the variables are the named memory location which are used to store values. We can store single value, we can store multiple values at a time. All right. So to create these variables, we need to cover up 4 basic questions. Because when you want the system to create a variable, a container, system will ask you what will be the size of memory to be allocated for the variables, how many number of values to be stored in the variable, what will be the type of value to be stored in variable, what will be the range of value to be stored in variable. Once you get the solution for all these questions, you can then create a variable. To create those variables, you require support of data type, because data type data type will only let you know about the size of memory to be allocated, how many number of values are going to be stored, what are the different types of value you want to store, what will be the range of value you can store in a variable. All right. Now the data type is of 2 types: primitive data types and reference data types. Primitive data types means the data types will come under the category which are used to create variable that can store single value at a time. And a reference data, there will be variable reference of an object. Is my voice audible? Someone please respond. Some people are saying voice is clear, some are saying voice is not clear. Okay, I'll speak louder and slow. Don't worry. Okay, let's focus. So two types of data types are there. Primitive data type, reference data type. Primitive data type will be used to create variable that can store single value at a time. Now, under primitive data type, what are the types? All right. Under the primitive data types, we are having data types related to numbers. So the data types are byte, short, int, long. Then the first that I got here, these all are related to numbers, but the numbers will be coming under category of integers. If you are dealing with integers, these data types will help you to create variables. If you are dealing with decimal numbers, then we have float and double. If you are dealing with single character, then we have char. If you're dealing with true or false, then we have Boolean. All right. So these are the primitive data types. These primitive data types are going to have some size of memory to be allocated for the variable. In byte, it will consume 2 bytes of memory. If I create variable using short, it will consume 4 bytes of memory. Sorry, hold a second. 1 byte of memory, 2 byte of memory. For int, 4 bytes of memory. For the long, 8 bytes of memory. For the float, if you create a variable, it will take 4 bytes of memory. For the double, if you create a variable using double, it will take 8 bytes of memory. And for the character, it will take 1 byte of memory again. Then for the Boolean, it will take lesser memory, that is 1 bit of memory. All right. Then we are having case of range. If I take byte, how much memory will be consumed by byte? For that, let me take test range. One class I'm taking. Every Java program starts with the keyword class. In the Java, we are having a main method, which is the starting point of execution. Means from the main method, execution will start. So I want to display a message. To display a message, I require the output statement. And here we are using the output statement system.out.println. Right? Now I will say the minimum range of byte is merge the message with the value of byte dot mean underscore value. Similarly, I want to get the maximum range. System.out.println maximum range of value, maximum range of byte is, you will write byte dot, for the minimum value you wrote mean underscore value, for the maximum value you will write max underscore value. Let me save this file first. When I'm saving it with the extension .java. I'm compiling it, no error, executed. Now you see the maximum range of byte and the minimum range of byte is there in front of us. Are you understanding? All right. Now, for the char, I get 2 bytes. Sorry. Yeah, 2 bytes, 2 bytes. A lot of things are going in my mind at once. Please focus. Come back, everyone. So, what is the range we are getting for the byte? Minimum is minus 128, maximum is 127. All right. So, if I am taking a byte variable, byte B, if I'm taking byte B, a variable, this variable is created here, B variable. Let me explain it. Variable B is created. And then what is happening over here? 1 byte of memory is consumed. Then we can store values within range of minus 128 to 127. Any value beyond the range, will not be allowed to be stored. Let me show here. B is equals to 127 or that's 127. Let me display the value. What is there in the value? What value is there in the variable? Value stored is plus B. Compile it and then execute. Value stored is 127. Now I will say store the value 128. If I store the value 128, it is not allowed. It is going beyond the range of byte. So I will get an error. Incompatible types. All right. More discussion will be there in core Java. Why this is happening? What is the meaning of this message? Possible lossy conversion from int to byte. You want more details? For that, you need to go for core Java. As of now, we are not studying core Java. We are studying LeetCode, and whatever basic required to start LeetCode, that one we are focusing right now. If you want more details about these things, please join the core Java course. Very soon it will be started. Don't worry. Yeah, every month we start core Java. Don't worry. In 10 or 15 days, also 2 to 3 batch starts. Okay. If you're coming and joining my core Java sessions, means obviously I'll be discussing all these things in more detail. As of now, I can't discuss because we are having very less time. Okay. You want more details? Then when I start a new Java batch, you can come and join there. Or more details I can give there. I will be doing the code in Java, not in Python. All right. Now, the way I got range for byte, you can get it for short also. How will you get? You must write in the code, in place of byte, you will write short. How come all these things are coming? They're coming just because of some predefined classes. Those are wrapper classes. For every primitive data type, there is a wrapper class. And all the class starts with uppercase. For the byte, it is byte. For the short, it is short. For the int, it is integer. For the long, it is long. For the float, it is going to be float again. For the double, it is going to be double again. For the char, wrapper class is character. for the Boolean wrapper class is Boolean. With the help of those mean value, max value, you can get the range up to the long. For the float and double, float will take up to 6 to 8 digits. Double will take up to 16 digits. All right. Please don't jump towards wrapper classes topics where how much memory is consumed. Please have some patience. Those things will cover in core Java, not here. All right. You guys can fill up these the ranges. Please try it by your own. Yeah, I'm not able, I can't do all those things because if I keep clearing your core Java questions, some more questions will come up. What is the difference between creating object using wrapper class object using new keyword and value of method? Again, I have to go into there. Again, I have to teach there something called as integer cache array. What is happening in the background, how object pooling is working. So those things will do in core Java, boss. Those things not required for starting LeetCode. Okay. This LeetCode we are starting for complete beginners who doesn't know anything in Java. So basic they will cover. Later on, as per their interest, they'll join the core Java to gain more knowledge on core Java. But to start LeetCode, whatever basic required, that one we are doing first. Because in 10 days, it's not going to be possible otherwise. All right. So I want the people to start coding at least. Basic coding they will do first, then they will go for the LeetCode. Yeah, you can do with the LeetCode. No issues, boss. Don't take tension. You know Python, no problem. You can continue with this also. One language, if you know, means shifting, migrating to another language also easy, man. I always suggest people to learn more languages if they can. I'm not saying that if I am Java faculty means you also learn Java. If you know Java and you want to learn Python or C# together, learn, no problem. Yeah, you can check with the management for that. When a new batch will start, it will be posted on the Instagram. After that, you can just register to it. Join to the Telegram page, Naresh IT's Telegram page, the Instagram account. Just follow it. You'll get all the notification over there. Like this one, Naresh IT official page for Naresh IT. Okay. You can just check this one. And for the Telegram also, Naresh IT account is there. You can just get connected to that. All right. Now, once we got the ranges, the memory size and all, we got a basic idea what is going to happen. Yesterday, we started the methods. Along with the methods, we also covered conditional statements. I hope you all remember conditional statements with if else. If given condition is true, then execute task 1. Else execute task 2. This much basic everyone knows. And in the condition here, you will use relational operators. Less than, greater than, less than equals to, greater than equals to, not equals to, double equals to. These all things you can utilize. Practice. Those all I cannot start practicing for you. You have to practice by your own. All right. Now, in general, we deal with Is it audible now? Yeah, there was a network issue. Is it clear now? All right. All right. Come back, everyone. So we focused on the conditional statement yesterday. Above to that, we also covered a little bit of methods. Okay. Now to start lit code, at least minimum basic knowledge you have got that what is variable, how to create the variable, when to take which data type to create a variable. All right. You already know about it. If I go for decimal numbers, then go with float or double. I want to deal with single character at a time, go with char. I want to deal with Boolean values, go with Boolean. I want to store numbers based on the range and the memory size. You can choose any of the data types. All right. Now, basic coding skills I want to check. Suppose you are given two numbers. From these two numbers, find the greater among them. Whichever language you know, solve it. I just want to check the level of knowledge you are having. Based on that only I can teach. Everyone, please respond. Find the greater among two numbers. You don't know programming, no worries. At least write in English. If I am going to give you two numbers, how will you find out that which one is the greater one? At least in English sentence you write. I don't want programming, no issues. You write sentence, will convert to program. Very less people are solving. But to start the lead code questions directly, only you will understand. Others will not understand. No? The beginners will not understand. That's why giving a little bit of top layer of basics, then you can jump directly to lead code. All right. Okay, look at here. What we have to do. Everyone, come back and focus. In English, first of all, whenever this is what I want. Whenever you are getting any question, start solving it with your own language, not programming language. First, see what you have to do. First of all, you have to store two numbers. First thing that you have to do. Then what you have to do? Compare the numbers. If the first number is greater than the second number, then display the first number. This is how your approach should be. I know you guys all are expert in, lot of people are there expert in coding, but are you doing this thing in your mind? Are you talking to yourself like this? No. If you're not talking this lead code, you can't solve. This is where you people, the generation get the problem. You all have to write statement first, boss. Everyone. Even if you are having 5 years of experience in coding, then also I'll suggest you to have this kind of brainstorming first. First, create sentences in your mind in your own language. Then slowly convert those sentences into code. Any code, any language, follow that language to convert it into that coding. That's it. That's how lead code can be solved. First of all, practice with this mindset. If you're not practicing this kind of visualizations, no one can teach you lead code. Believe me, it's never possible. If you're thinking you are here just only to solve the lead code problems, boss, in YouTube, we are having a lot of video for that. I'm here to tell you that, boss, if you want to learn lead code, first learn these things. First visualize. Go with this approach first. All right. So if the first number is greater than the second number, then display the first number. Else, display the second number. Easy. But situationally, it is not going to be correct. Situation will be there that sometimes user may give both the numbers as same. Then in that case, this case will fail. Think of it. Two numbers you are taking. A equals to 10, B equals to 20. A and B, both numbers you have taken. Which one is greater, you will check. A is greater than B or not, you are checking. If true, then A is greater. Otherwise, else, B is greater. But what if the situation is different? A is equals to 10 and then B is equals to 10. Both are same. Then in that case, you are checking only A. If condition true for A greater than B, condition is A greater than B. If true, with that same algorithm, A is greater. Otherwise, directly we are saying na, else B is greater. Else B is greater. Boss, for the first input is this okay? But what if both the input are same? You have to visualize that also. If both are same, then this algorithm is going to fail. So for that situation, if else will not work. You have to go for if else if. One condition is not enough. You have to check more conditions. Go for if else if. So how will you do it? If true, then A is greater. Otherwise, check one more condition. What is that condition? Check B is greater than A. Then B is greater. If that is also not satisfied, then in that case, both numbers are same. All right. Now let me convert it into code. Store two numbers. So I'll start the program. Every Java program starts with the class. Taking the class as test number, in which I'm taking a main method from where I'll start my execution. Public static void main string array of arguments. In this, first of all, first step that I have to cover is store two numbers. Store two numbers. To store two numbers, number is nothing but data. How do you store data? Yesterday we studied. How do you store data? Everyone respond. This much crowd is there. Only 10% of people are responding. Come on, guys, respond. I got very nice statement from Rohit. I think when you go for interviews, the interviewer will be very much happy. At least you are giving complete sentence. Namrita also giving nice answer. Anuj also giving nice answer here. Anuj Chauhan, Ravi, Aditya, Chikki Reddy, Sailaja, given that code directly, very good. Prasanna given the code, very good. All right. What we have to do is, first of all, we need to take two variables. The variables will be storing integers. So first, let me take two variables, num1, num2. These are my variables. But to create these variables, I need the data type. Data type will define what type of data you want to store, how much range of value you want to store, what will be the range of value you want to store, what will be the size of memory to be allocated, how many number of values, all these questions, whatever are there, all solved by data type. So the data type will be int here because I want to store some number. Now you will say, sir, I will take byte. Okay, boss, you take byte. But what if you are going to perform additions? For additions, if you take byte, result of byte plus byte, you take once and see what is the result. Try to store the result in one more byte type, you'll get the problem. Right? So now, num1 and num2. Num1 is equals to, let's say, 10. Num2 is equals to 20. Both the cases I'll show you. If num1 is greater than num2, then display num1 is greater. How the test case fails? For the first type, you see num1 is greater. Else print a statement num2 is greater. Let me save this file. Test number.java. Save it. Now compiling it. No error. Executing. 20 is greater, sir. But the same case will fail if I take both the numbers same. Same code will not work. No error. And then here 10 is greater. Do you really believe 10 is greater? If I'm comparing 10 and 10, 10 is greater or what? In that case, I must say both are same. So this case will fail. This kind of logic will fail. So what I must do? I must check one more condition. If num2 is greater than num1, then a num2 is greater. Else, finally you can say with an outcome, both the numbers are same. Now, if I'm executing, I'm getting both the numbers are same. Getting it? Yeah, someone asked me what is the meaning of this public static void main string array of arguments. Boss, this is the starting point of execution in Java. As of now, think like that. From here onwards, whatever code is written, that will get executed. So from line number 3 onwards, execution will be done. As of now, that much is enough for you. Don't dive more into it now. All right. Got some idea how you have to approach? All right. Yeah, with Python, you can do like that. Okay. Some basic idea you have got now? Now, sir, one or two numbers I don't want to deal with, sir. I want more numbers, sir. If you want more numbers, let's give a situation where you want to store multiple values at a time. We have been storing only one value at a time. Now I want to store multiple values at a time. If you want to store multiple values at a time, you need support of array. So technically, array is a contiguous memory location. Okay, it is a contiguous memory location in which we store multiple values at a time. All right. Now, what is this contiguous memory location? Till yesterday or till today, the first code that we did, num1, num2 we created. We got two different memory. Num1 and num2. Num1 was assigned with 10. Num2 was assigned with 20. Give me a second. All right. We got a memory like this where two separate memories we created with two different locations. Now I don't want this. If I have five values, then you'll create five dabba here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All this dabba will have some different name. So accessing multiple number of variables is going to be a tough task. You are thinking 5 is enough. Think of it 5 million. Then what you will do? Lot of dabba will be there. How will you access that? How will you remember all the variable names? Don't you think so? It is going to be tough. Huh? It's not about space. It's about accessing them. Right? So the solution is you can do one thing. You can create one object and inside that object create a box. In that box, there will be multiple selves. Just like your cupboard is having selves, na? Like that you consider. This is a big cupboard in which there are selves. Selves. This is your cupboard. All right. Now, in each self, you are having different values. Here, different value put. Here, you put some value. Here, you put some value. Again, some value. Here, some value. Here, some value. But how will you access this? Cupboard is same only. From the cupboard, every self that you got is going to start with some index. Just like students are having roll numbers, same way these selves are having roll number. The first roll number, first self roll number is 1. Sorry, 0. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. These roll numbers, whatever I said, these are technically termed as index. We call them as index, or you can also term them as position. Index or position. And the values that you store inside those self, those are called as elements. The values stored in these cells are elements. Now coming to the technical terminology, the cupboard which I said is nothing but your array. Contiguous memory location where multiple values stored. 10, let's say 20. This is here 4, 7, 90, 60. I have stored different values now. The values I stored in cells of the cupboard, but the cupboard now I'm calling as array. Same way, the way I said cupboard as array, technical term for the cells is cell. Technical term is cell. This is the diagram of your array. Array object here created in which elements are stored. Different elements are stored at different position. Okay. Each and every element is associated with some position. So now if I want to access this value 90, I want to bring it out. How will I access? The complete array is going to have some name. Let's say the name of the array is num. I want the value 90. So I can say num of, what is the index value? 4. When I say num of 4 I want, that means it will give me 90. Up to here, clear everyone? Hey, come on, respond everyone. Okay. Now, let's focus. Array is a contiguous memory location in which we store multiple values at a time. All right. After this, each value in array is called as element of array. Each slot in array is called as cell. Each cell is associated with index. Array index starts with 0. Last index of array will be total length minus 1. All right. Now the question arises how to create array. There are two ways. Using new keyword and directly. Let me show you how to create array directly. What's the syntax for creating array directly? Let's see. First of all, there will be the data type. Then there will be array name. Then a pair of square bracket. This is how you create array directly. Example, if I take, let's say I want an array for numbers. Int num array. Num array I said, but where are the elements? Elements not stored yet. So to store those elements, I must provide the elements within curly braces. Elements are 10, 20, 30, 50, 40. If I create a diagram for this array, this code, diagram will be somewhat like this. For this code, diagram will be like this. Here we are going to have an array with how many elements are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 elements, so 5 cell. The first cell contains 10, then 20, 10 came over here, then 20, then 30, then 50 has to be stored, and then 40. Got it? Every cell is having element and every cell is having some address. The index starts with 0, then 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now if I want to access 30, I must write num of 2. Num of 2 how much? 30. By chance someone comes and says num of 5. Just look at there. Do we have index 5 available here? If we don't have the index 5, here we will get an exception that will be named as array index out of bound exception. Your program will not continue further. It will stop. Array index out of bound exception you'll get. Okay. So the starting of the array starts with 0. End of the array ends with total elements minus 1. Total elements is 5. 5 minus 1. Last index is 4. Got this array concept? Basic of array. Everyone respond. All right. Now, there is one more way. Syntax for creating an array using new keyword. What's the syntax? First, there will be the data type. Similar only. Then there will be the array name, pair of square bracket, new keyword new taken. Then the same data type you have to take, and then square bracket again with size. Make sure the size will always be a positive integer. Don't give anything apart from positive integer. So right now I'm having an array and I'm saying that the size will be 5. What does this mean? This code means that everything is similar. Just like your previous diagram, everything similar. Here you got an array. Size is 5. 5 cell we got. Each cell is having some index. Now the developer has not given any value. So for every cell, there will be some default value because developer has not given value. That's why every cell will get a default value. And the default value will depend on the data type. The data type is int, that is why default value is 0 everywhere. Suppose data type is different, then data type will be different again. So for that, let me tell you that the data type that we got, those data types are again having one more thing available. That is default value. All right. If you take byte, default value is 0. If you take short, default value is 0 again. If you take int, default value is 0. If you take long, default value is 0. For the float, 0.0f. F will not be displayed to us, but for understanding, I'm writing here. For the double, it will be 0.0d. For the character, it is an empty space. But I cannot show you the empty space by keeping it empty. That's why I'm writing /u 4 zeros in single quote. That means empty space. For the byte, default value is false. Keep this in mind, okay? For any integer type, byte short, int long, default value is 0. For the real type, default value is 0.0f and 0.0d. For char type, we are having /u 4 zeros, nothing but an empty space. For the Boolean, we are having false. That means if you create variables for array, if you're having an array and in that array, you created the array using new keyword and you didn't provide any value. So in that case, you'll get the default value. All right. Now, to understand further about this array, how to store value into the array, it is easy. As of now, it is easy. You see, 5 numbers are there. So you can say num of 0 is equals to 100. Num of 1 is equals to 200. Num of 2 is equals to 900. Num of 3 is equals to, let's say, 130. Num of 4 is equals to 900 again. All right. 5 elements are already entered. Okay. 5 elements already entered. With this code, what is the visualization you have to get now? First, because of this code, int num array is equals to new int of 5. Due to this code, what happened? One array created. Size of the array is 5. Hence, 5 different slots are ready. 5 different cells are ready. Each cell associated with some index. Initially, we didn't give any value. That is why everyone containing default value. Initially, for that line of code, we got value 0. But after then we saw num of 0 is equals to 1. So num of 0 equals to 100. So this 0 is replaced, a new value assigned here, 100. Then a num of 1 equals to 200. 0 removed, a new value assigned 200. Then one more value over here, num of 2 equals to 900. 0 gone, value, new value came here, 900. Then num of 3 is equals to 130. Earlier it was 0, now 0 gone, new value assigned here, 130. Then num of 4 equals to 900. So 0 gone, we can store here 900. All right. This is what is happening. You can take the screenshot. I hope you guys have understood this concept. Please write the complete sentence what you are asking, what you can't. You can't take screenshot. Okay, no issues. You can take it later. Okay, no issues. It will be available in the YouTube videos now. You can take it from there. Please focus. Once the elements are stored, you can access the elements. How will you access? System.out.println. I want to access num of 2. What will be the output over here? 900. Very good. Now how to access elements and all you are understanding. Suppose in future there will be 500 elements. Will you keep on typing like this? Num of 0 equals to 100, num of 1 equals to this, num of 2 equals to this, num of 3, num 4, num 5, num 6, num 7, like this. 500 times you will type. Or suppose display all the elements. Will you write system.out.println num 0, system.out.println num 1, like that 500 times you will type? You have that much patience to type? So what we will do, sir? We see that some work is getting repeatedly done here. One work is getting repeated again and again. So what we will do? Whenever there will be a repetition of a task, then we must choose loop. Very much important. Whenever there is repetition of task, then we must choose loop. People who were not able to wait a minute also, who were saying, sir, lead code, start lead code coding. Boss, little bit more time is required. Little bit more time. We have reached up to loop. Type of loop will be covered. Already I have started array. So we'll do little bit of array basics. Then we can start the other thing, the lead code. Yeah, we can achieve repetition kind of task without loop by using method recursion. I'll explain that later. Please focus now. Now, loop is nothing but going to be used for repetition, or you can say iteration. Iteration means repetition. If you want repetition of a task, please choose the loop. Now we are having different loop. We have for loop, we have for each loop, we have while loop, and then we have do while loop. Sir, how the for loop is going to work, sir? In the for loop, the first thing available will be initialization. There will be keyword for. After that, within bracket, you will do initialization. After the initialization, there will be something called as condition. You have to check a condition. And then there will be update. Getting it up to here? Now, inside the loop, you write the logic to be repeated. Whatever logic you want to repeat multiple number of times, that logic you have to write inside the loop. So how it is going to work, sir? The for loop, how it is going to work? Give one example, sir. Let me say an example. Suppose I want to print a number, or let's say a message 5 times. So I will take a count. Initialization means there will be a variable which will be initialized. So I'm taking one variable named as count, and my counting starts from 1, and my requirement is print a message 5 times. So I must say int count is equals to 1, count is less than or equals to 5, count plus plus. Why I wrote less than equals to 5, I'll tell. Have some patience. Now the task is to print a message 5 times, repeated task. To print a message, we write system.out.println. And here we write a message. Let's say message is hello. If I execute it, how it is going to work? First of all, remember the process of for loop, how it works actually. First of all, first step number 1, initialization is done, where the variable count is taken, in which the value is 1. After that, count is less than equals to 5. So check the count value is 1. 1 less than equals to 5 or not. Check the condition. Second step. Check the condition. 1 is less than equals to 5 or not. If it is true, then enter into the body of the loop. If it is true, when it entered into body of the loop, body means this curly braces. When it entered into body of the loop, it is getting a statement to execute, that is print hello. So output will be hello. After printing hello, there is the next line. The next line is closing, sir. We can't close. So what we will do? We cannot close because condition is still true. Condition is still true now. We cannot close, sir. So what we will do, next step is don't close, go and update. This is the third step. Go and update. Once update is done, after that check the condition again. So count is equals to 1. First we did. Then we checked 1 is less than equals to 5. It became true. We printed hello. Then we are going to do count plus plus. Now count plus plus means increase the value of count by 1. Means count plus 1. The count value was 1 earlier. Now 1 plus 1, 2. So right now count is 2. Right now count is 2. Now you can check 2 less than equals to 5 or not. If 2 is less than equals to 5, then if it is yielding true, repeat the process. Print hello again. Then after that count value is not resulting for the condition to be false. Again update the count. Count will become 3. Then you can check 3 less than equals to 5. 3 less than equals to 5 is true again. So again do the same task, print. I'm going to print here hello again. After that again count value is changed. Count value is added by 1. Count plus plus, that's why added by 1. So count value becomes 4. When count value is 4, check again the condition. 4 is less than equals to 5 or not. Yes, true. If it is true, again do the same process. Print the message. We are printing hello. Count plus plus means add one value to count. Add 1 to count. How will I reach from 1 to 5? One step I'll jump na. So for that only count plus plus. One value at a time I'll jump for count. Then after that count value will increment. That is count is equals to 5. 5 is less than equals to 5. Again check. Count less than equals to 5. When count is less than equals to 5, it is true. When it is true, again we'll do the same task. Print. Printing here hello. After then count value will become 6. Because condition has not become false. So count value added by 1. 5 plus 1, 6. Now check. 6 is less than equals to 5. Is it true or false? 6 is less than equals to 5. This will result in false. When it is resulting in false, your loop will not continue further. It will terminate. The control will not do anything. Control will directly come out of the loop. And after the loop, if anything is there, it will print. It will execute. So how many times hello printed? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is how for loop works. Getting it, everyone? All right. Now, if I want to execute it and see the outcome, let me take a class test loop. I'll have a main method, public static void main string array of arguments, inside which I'm putting the code. Let me save this file. compile it, and then execute. Hello will be printed 5 times. Got it? Okay. Now, I will take support of loop to print the elements in array. Public static void main string array of arguments. Why array of arguments? Because if there will be user entering the value through command line, the value can be any kind of value. It has to be a data type which can receive any kind of value. No, that's why string. Got your answer? Why string array of arguments? Srinivas. To the command line argument, if I'm passing value to the main method, it must be ready to receive any kind of value. That is why I took string array of arguments. And it can receive multiple number of values. That's why array. Okay. Yeah, it can accept. It can accept, no problem. You can accept. We'll see that later. Those things not required in LeetCode now. Not required. Leave that. You can study that in core Java. When I'll start the core Java, that time you can attend. We'll see how do we enter the data from the user through command line argument. Now, I want an array to store few numbers. Int num array is equals to, let me store some numbers 10, 20, 90, 80, 70. I entered 5 elements. I want to display them. Displaying all the elements. Sir, double slash is comment, sir. Single line comment. Means this will not be taken as part of execution. It will be ignored. Now, I will take support of loop. While take support of loop, you see system.out.println. I want to print num of 0. All elements I'll print. Num of 0, num of 1, num of 2, num of 3, num of 4. If I do like this, num of 1, 2, 3, and 4. If I do like this, I'll get all the elements. 10, 20, 90, 80, 70. 10, 20, 90, 80, 70. All elements I got. But what if there are more elements? 89, 76, 56, 40, 90, 900, 79, 1799. More elements are there. Will you keep counting here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like that, and then you will do like this? No, na? What should be done in that case? You are getting a repetitive code. So do one thing, take support of loop for int. Index starts with 0. The first index starts with 0. So I'm taking index is equals to 0. And then how many times I will execute? I don't know how many values are there. As I don't know how many values are there, I have to use a predefined member named as length. So for whom I need the length? For the num I need the length. How much time? While index is less than num dot length. The total length of the array, length dot length means number of values. How many number of values? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So here it will be index less than 8. Let me show you. I'll say int size equals to num dot length. Then I will say number of elements in array is plus size. When I say num dot length for this array, what is the size? Length is used to get the size of array. Means number of values in array. Let me show you. You see, number of elements in array is 8. Understood the use of length? These all things required in Leech code. People who are coming and going, Babu. Later, don't ask me what is length, what is this loop used for, and all in Leech code. I told you in the beginning only, everyone, you have to attend it from the basics. Later, it is going to create problem if you don't attend basics properly. Now, I want to display all the elements. How will I display the elements? Repeatedly, I'm going to display element. The statement is getting repeated. So I will say system.out.print. We were displaying earlier num of 0, num of 1, num of 2, num of 3, num of 4, num of 5, num of 6, 7, 8 like that. Repeatedly. So that value is changing now. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like that it is changing. So the value will be index value. Initially index is 0. So here 0. If index has to be 1, something is missing. If index has to be 1, how index will go from 0 to 1, sir? Something is missing here, na, sir? Everyone, what is missing? Very good. We need to write index plus plus. Now, why I left that index plus plus? Because someone asked me, sir, why you wrote index plus, why you wrote count plus plus earlier? Who is that fellow who asked me that question? Some fellow asked me, na, what is the use of count plus plus? Someone asked me that time. What's that fellow? Sayyid Mansur. Now you understood why index plus plus. Sayyid. For you only, I kept the code like this. I told you guys, whatever you guys are asking, I'll respond to it. I can keep your doubts in my mind. I'm not the old faculty, Babu. Okay. I'm not having any kind of grudge on anyone if you ask any questions. Frankly, ask the doubts. I'll clear it. If it is important, then only. YouTube session link. Do one thing, na. Just subscribe to the YouTube channel, na. I think here, Naresh Sai Technologies. You just go through this channel, na. Check this channel. Here, yesterday's video is available. This one. If you subscribe this channel, then only you'll get it, na. You will not subscribe. How will you get? Subscribe it? Yesterday, I think, yesterday's video only. Okay. Subscribe to this channel. You'll get the notification. And obviously the link will also be shared in the WhatsApp community. Don't worry. But I'll suggest you to subscribe it. By chance you missed that link then. And if you subscribe to it, you'll at least get notification for other workshop also. Okay. Understood, Navid? Okay, beta. All right, sir. If I execute this code now, getting all the elements. Getting it, everyone? Okay. Now, suppose I ask you guys to find the sum of, let me take few numbers. 10, 20, 30, 40. I want you to find the sum of all these elements. Let me give some readable message here. System.out.println. Elements stored in array. I want the message to be printed in one line. The elements to be printed in one line. That's why I have written print. Now see how the elements are printed in one line. In one single line, all elements printed. But here values are not separated. Let me separate them by some space. Plus space. Got it? Now output is looking better now. Number of elements in array is 4. Elements stored in array is 10, 20, 30, 40. Now I want to add the elements, all elements. Repeatedly the addition will happen. So inside the loop only, I will say sum is equals to sum plus num of index. Sir, you know Java, that's why you did all this thing at once. Array, do one thing. This thing you visualize with slow motion. You have to get a sum. Sum equals to num of 0 plus num of 1. Whatever is the result, that will be again sum is equals to result plus num of 2. Is your result 1? Result 1 plus num of 2, which will give you result 2. Then the sum will be is equals to result 2 plus num of 3, which will give you another result. Then again the last element is there, result 3 plus num of 4. This is your final result. Are you understanding? This one is not required. So what is result 1, result 2, result 3? Nothing but sum only, na? So every time the sum is only getting added with the next element, na? So by this code, what you are getting? Num of 0 plus 1, how will I do, sir? I can't do that directly. So for the first time, sum is equals to sum plus num of 0, which will result in some value. Then what is the sum value? Initially, sum is nothing but 0. So 0 plus anything will not create any problem in the summation. Same number will come. So you see the repetition. By looking at this repetition, beginners, tell me what shall be the formula now? What is getting repeated? Sum is getting repeated. Sum is equals to sum plus getting repeated. After then, what is changed? 0, 1, 2, 3. 0, 1, 2, 3 are nothing but index, na? Index is changing. So we will say sum is equals to sum plus num of index, which is changing with every execution. And somewhere initially you have to say sum is equals to 0. Outside the loop, you have to say sum is equals to 0. If I execute, let me display the sum value. System.out.println. Sum of elements is plus sum. Got it? Everyone understood? All right. Now, I'm taking another situation here. Now my requirement is display the index of element if it is even number. Requirement is you have to display the element if it is display the index of the element if the array is having some elements and if the element is an even number, then you have to display the index of the element. That means this is your array. You have some numbers over here 20, 13, 47, 90, and 10, or let's say 101. Now indexes are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. What I have to do is I have to display the index of element if it is even number. If the element is even number, then display the index. What I have to do? I need to take out the element. Take out 20 in your hand and see, is it even number? Yes. If it is even number, display the index. Index is nothing but is going to be available in the array, in the loop, na? So if element at 0 is even, then display index. So statement for this is if element at index is even, then display index. Otherwise, do nothing. I didn't get your words, Navid, what you said. What does that mean? If you explain, then donkey has no complaint. Okay. Like, am I explaining in a correct way or anything is missing? Okay. Thank you so much, Navid. Please suggest your friends also to come and join. Ask them to go through the videos. And yeah, you guys, everyone, you are understanding the concept, you're liking the concepts. The basics are getting into your brain. Everyone, please respond. Hey, 400 to 500 students attending at a time, no one is responding, huh? Okay, okay. Thank you. I said, Vikram, I said in the beginning, if I find people supporting in a proper way, I'll extend the course. Don't worry. Or else I'll record the videos and I'll upload in YouTube. Don't worry. You'll get that. If within that time limit, if it is not getting over, I'll upload the videos. I'll make videos and I'll upload. The thing is that if I directly go for the jump lead code solution, people will not understand now. In front of you only, I'll show you one proof now. Have some patience. We are about to start lead code very soon. The first question from the lead code from this area only. That's why I'm making a basic of that first, so that people can visualize. Okay, don't worry, don't worry. I'll cover material and all. You'll get in the WhatsApp attack. How many questions? Since yesterday, how many questions we are covering? Depends on everyone's understanding, sir. How much they are understanding. It depends on them. Yeah, you can continue with the today class now, no problem. You can go with the yesterday's videos. Yesterday's video already uploaded in the YouTube channel. Please check it. Go to Naresh IT YouTube channel. Check there. It is available there. And the link also, I guess it is uploaded. Okay, okay, okay. Come back, everyone. How to solve it? Sir, I got an array in which elements are available. Elements are 20, 21, 13, sorry, 21, 13, 45, 90. Or let's say 94. So our job is take out one element at a time. Take out one value at a time in your hand. Check. Visualize everyone. You are taking out 20 in your hand. Everyone visualize. Close your eyes. Oh, everyone, close your eyes. Visualize now. You are having 20 in your hand right now. Visualize it. Ah, everyone is able to visualize now 20 in your hand. Check that 20 is even or not. Is it even? Everyone, is 20 even? Respond, respond. Array, close eyes means now you can close, you can open it back. Respond. Okay, okay, okay. That 20 is even. So from where you got the 20? Which position? From the cupboard. Which shelf you took out 20? In the cupboard, this is a cupboard. This was the cupboard. From this cupboard, you took out 20. All right. Here 20, 21, 13, 45, 94. So you visualize that you took out 20 from here. Okay. If you are taking out 20 from here, then from which position? From 0 you took out. Because every cell is having some index. So very simple. You will say, if inside the loop only you will check now. If array of 0, continuously have to check, is divisible by 2, means modulus 2 equals to 0. When I say modulus 2 equals to 0 means divisible by 2. Divisible by 2 means even number. When you divide a number by 2, if the remainder, modulus means remainder. If the remainder is 0, then what you have to print? You have to print this index na. Take out the index and print over here. Print index. Correct now? This is what I said na. If element at index is even, then display index. So I need to check every element. So I need to trace them. So int index is equals to 0, index less than array dot length. Sir, here array dot length, why you said, sir? Array directly also I can do was. No need to store it anywhere in a variable. Index less than array dot length. Index plus plus. Now take out each element. You will say, if array of index, if I'm saying means one element at a time I'm getting. When divided by 2, remainder is 0. Double equation means checking the equality, both are same or not. Index modulus 2. 20 divided by 2. What is the remainder? Modulus means remainder. Remainder is 0. Is 0 equals to 0? Yes. If it is so, then please display the index. So you will say array of index is even and the position is and the index is plus index. Simple. If element at index is even, if array of index 2 is equals modulus 2 equals to 0, see how I'm converting the code, how I'm converting my sentence into code. If you know, that's why I said na first day, you know English, that is enough for me. If element as index is even, if element at index is even, then display index, then displaying index. Otherwise do nothing. Doing nothing. Else I'm not giving. Understood how to do coding, everyone? Oh, Babu, everyone. Understood or not, right? Or sleeping there? Yeah, correct. SK Islam, that could only be a using. All right. Now compile it and then execute. You see, which elements are even? 20 is even, 94 is even. So 20 is index 0, 94 index 4. 20 is even, index is 0. 94 is even, index is 4. Getting it? Next, one more question for the day. search for a value, search for a element in array. You will have one array, then you will enter one element, and then you will check whether that element is present or not. I have an array, some random elements I'll put here. Now I will take one value and I will search whether the value is there in the array or not. Suppose int search value is equals to 90. Search here, value 90 is available or not. So what you will do? You'll take out one value at a time. Visualize first. What you will do? Take out one value at a time. Then check whether it matches search value or not. Focus, focus, very much important algorithm I'm going to start here. We'll learn that, beta. We'll learn. Dilip Babu will learn that. Don't worry. What I will do? Int I is equals to, or int index equals to 0, index less than arr dot length, index plus plus. Search value is 90. So see here, take out one value, means array of index. I'm taking out in array of index. If array of index equals to search value, if array of index equals to search value, then what you will do? You will say directly system.out.println, system.out.println. What you will say? Element is present. This is what you guys are saying. Else you will say element is not present. This is what you are saying, na? Everyone is thinking like this. Correct, na? 100% wrong. I'll show you why it is wrong. Don't feel bad. Now see, taking out 90 and comparing with the search element. Sorry, taking out each element from array and comparing with 90, whether same or not. 10 and 90, both matching? No, element is not present. 80 and 90, both matching? No, element is not present. 67 and 90 matching? No, element is not present. 43 and 90 not matching, element is not present. 80 and 90 not matching, element is not present. Every time I'll get element not present, not present, not present. By chance the element that I'm searching is present, then element is present or not present. First one, 10 matching with 90, element not present printed. 80 match with 90, no, element not present. 90 matches with 90, yes, element is present. 43 matches with 90, no, element not present. 80 matches with 90, no, element is not present. So one time I get element is present and the other 4 times element is not present. Output is not good, sir. Output is not readable output. The output will not be readable output, sir. Output is not readable. What you want to say? Element present, not present, sir. Sometimes saying not present, sometimes saying present. So to overcome this problem, what we need to do, instead of printing message or anything, doing anything over here, remove it. Take any type of variable. I'm taking a variable, let's say boolean present. Suppose initially I say present is false. Present means false. False means not available. So if element matches, then I will say matches means present is true. Work over. Getting it? After that, outside the loop, I will say if present equals to true. True nahi, true. Now you can display. Now you can display system.out.println element is present. Otherwise, you have to say element is not present. Now check element present, not present. Element is present. Now I pass here 50. Is 50 present? Not present. Element is not present. Getting it? But still there is a problem. Till now there is a problem. What is the problem, you know? Unnecessarily we are executing these many elements. Suppose I say I'm searching for 90. 90 not available. 90 not available. 90 available. After then 90 not available. When you know 90 is not available after that, and your work is only to check whether element is found or not, why you are comparing? Why you are checking unnecessarily these other elements? Time complexity will raise, na? Now the words will come. Time complexity, space complexity. Lead code starts from here. How the time complexity will raise? Anyone? Experts here crying for lead code, lead code. Baba, what is time complexity? Chalo, tell me. Experts na, lead code experts. Tell me what is time complexity? Anyone, tell me time complexity. What is time complexity? Definition asking, boss. What do you mean by time complexity? No, no. What is the meaning of time complexity? I'm asking. I'm not asking you guys to copy paste this in chat GPT and tell me the time complexity of this. You give that kind of answer, I'll ask question like that only after that. Everyone has given the wrong answer. That is not the definition of time complexity. It's not the time taken to execute. That's a wrong thought, wrong process, wrong definition. That is not the definition. Boilerplate code, that's why time taken much. Nah. This is not your English, right? Copy paste English. I can understand copy paste English. Time complexity, space complexity. These topics will start from tomorrow. Okay. Right now you're having only few elements. You're having few elements. That's why you're jumping. Maja, maja, maja. 5 lakh elements I'll add them. And element is not found in the starting. Element found in sub like 4,42,000 position. Don't you think so? Starting execution wasted, ending execution also wasted. Or suppose element found in the third position. We are having 5 lakh elements. Element found in third position. Then remaining to wasted na. Time complexity will increase based on the input, not on your time. Okay. Have some patience. The way you guys are thinking time complexity, space complexity, that is not the true way. That's why I say visualization, visualization. I want you guys to activate your visualization. Okay. Now there are only few elements. That's why all okay. By chance element found in the beginning, then the remaining execution will be wasted. Why we will check all the remaining elements? So for that reason, I will say if element is found, no need to continue further. Just stop. Stop the loop by using break keyword. Stop the loop by using break keyword. So our number of executions will be safe. Till then problem is there, sir. Performance wise, there will be problem. What will be the problem? Suppose 90 is not present only. There are 5 lakh elements and you are searching for 90. From starting to ending, you are searching. It is not present only, sir. Your time will be wasted, na? Unnecessarily you searched for all the elements. Then what shall I do, sir? What shall be done? You can have lesser execution, sir. You search. Let it be 90 present, not present, you search. But number of executions should be less. How to reduce number of execution? For that, you have another algorithm. The algorithm that you're looking here right now, this complete algorithm, this complete logic, this complete thing that you're looking here, it is following an algorithm called as linear search algorithm. It is following the algorithm that is named as linear search algorithm. Now let me show you what I said I'm covering or not. Searching algorithm. We are searching element. Okay. And the code for searching, that was linear search, in which each every element is compared from the starting to the end of the array. That is linear lead code starting, not starting, right? Now, why you are doing all this drama, sir? Why not starting lead code, sir? From that time, we are asking lead code, lead code, lead code. Okay, lead code people. Lead code to some array. One of the most famous question from lead code to some. You're saying in a lead code, I'm not starting. I said I'm preparing base. Check boss. Solution came. See, what is the lead code saying? This is one of the first question that your famous question from lead code. See what it is saying. Given an array of integers num and an integer target, return indices of two numbers such that they add up to target. That means what? There is an array. From this array, you enter a target. Then check which two elements are added to get the targets. From here, 2 and 7 are the elements. So you have to return indices. So what is the output? Index of 2, 0. Index of 7, 1. So output will be 0, 1. Did I tell you how to return indices? In today's program, everyone respond now. Everyone must respond. I want to know that whether I'm following the proper way or not. And you should support me in this. If I'm not following, say no directly. If you feel that I wasted your time, these 2 days I wasted, just say directly on my face. I don't have any problem. I'll not feel bad. I just want to know the truth. Am I following the proper way? Lead code first question asking to get you search for numbers which are added to result you this value. And if you're getting the value, display me the indices of the values. Am I following it? You understood now, everyone? Why my codes were like that? Why I started with loop first? Then I started fetching each and every element. Then why we did the sum? Then why we returned element? Then why we are searching? 4 to 5 programs if you combine together, then only lead code one solution you can get. This is the reason I was saying have some patience, have some patience. Getting it? Now you can solve 2 sum. Easy, it will become easy. Okay. I've already solved it earlier. You see, this one will be understandable by you only when we go for tomorrow's topic. One more is there. Nested loop with arrays. Then you can understand. Simply, how will you understand? Simply, I'll open 2 sum in front of everyone and I'll tuck, I'll type and I'll say, hey, khatam. And then what is the benefit? No benefit. Even you take this code and search in internet, you'll find lots of solution. Will you understand the solution? Why they have done like this? No, no. You'll become copy paste master, not lead code master. That is why my teaching is like this. Slow and steady wins the race. In array, we can have homogeneous elements. If you want to have a heterogeneous, go for object array. As you are asking me this question, heterogeneous and homogeneous, so you must be knowing about object array also. Object class, you know. You ask this question, that's why I'm giving the solution in that way. Go for object array, you can have heterogeneous after that. Take object array, object O uppercase, object ARR is equals to new object, and then you keep on adding different objects. It will become heterogeneous. How to find indices? Boss, you just have to return the index I value. Index I. This will be your index only. Wherever you want the index, just display the index. Kata. That's why I took index equals to 0 na there. Recordings upload is not about upload. It will be there in the YouTube, boss. Just open YouTube, subscribe to Naresh AI Technologies. Subscribe that channel. You'll get the notification once it is uploaded. Every day in the evening, it is getting uploaded, boss. Don't worry. All right. So today you guys have got a little bit about the searching technique. Heart of the Java topic. What is the heart of Java topic? Heart of Java topic means which way you want. Like for lead code, you are asking me, or for further full stack development, you are asking. Everything is important, man. For full stack, if you are saying everything is important. Let it be all the basics, variables, data types, methods, constructor, method overloading, constructor overloading, recursion. Then we are having this thing called as wrapper classes, exception, array, string, OOP concept completely, each and everything from OOP concept. Then only you can understand wrapper class properly, arrays properly. Arrays are different, array different. Everything is important. People say na that collection is important, OOP is important. That is important. But when you get problems in that, exceptions will arise. Exception handling is important. When you want to learn exception handling, background you need to learn some knowledge. You should have knowledge of inheritance, which comes from OOP concept. To understand that inheritance, you need to have knowledge on variables, modifiers. That is important again. Everything is interlinked. Nothing is hard, nothing is hard. ना तो कहीं hard है, ना तो कहीं कुछ है. Everything is easy, everything is hard. I'll say you should learn as much as you can. Don't skip anything. If you have time, learn everything. If you're in a hurry, that no, fatapat, within 2 months I want job. Then important topics if you want to take, learn about the variables, methods, constructors, constructor overloading, method overloading, OOP concept, wrapper class, exception handling, then array string, collection. Enough. Okay. All right, guys, I have some other work. I have to go to the lab now. I have other work. This one's for now. We're winding up the session for now. Please practice this course. The video will be uploaded by the end of the day in YouTube. Please keep checking YouTube. And yeah, please, guys, please give some comments in YouTube also, whether you're liking the video, not liking the video, give some suggestion. I'll be very much happy for that. Na? If you'll not respond anything, here not responding, there not responding, what I will do? How will I get the energy? Huh? You should give some comments over there. Na? Share the videos. If you're liking the video, you like the content, give that like button. Hit that like button. At least I'll get some energy after that. Give some reviews there. How, whether liking, not liking, what you want. Okay. All right. So this was for today, guys. See you tomorrow. Bye bye, everyone. Tomorrow we'll meet at 2 o'clock. I hope I have covered your doubts here. And I have given some basic knowledge to you to start LeetCode. Yeah. Okay. Bye bye, guys. Bye bye. Please keep on practicing. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. See you tomorrow. Yeah, Akash, you have anything you can ask? Okay, chalo. Bye bye, guys. Bye. Bye. 1 second.